I'll do that Saturday and keep going. We're flying out Thursday morning. Yeah. Yeah. Depends on when he gets in, probably.
Ooh. I'm gonna need some of that CBD cream on my back today.
Do ya? You need me to go in and get it?
If you want to.
Okay, give me just a minute to get it.
I think it's in the cabinet on the top shelf. There's a bathroom, I think.
I'm gonna try and get this to pull up.
Just doing some warm up for anybody watching. Got some cool announcements.
Oh, that is him.
Making sure I retained that muscle memory from what I learned last weekend.
Hey, everybody.
Oh, beautiful. These are the Punishers designed by Werner Langmuller. You can get these at PrinceSteelKnives.com or PrinceSteel.com. Don't quote me on that. Hopefully Lewis is watching, but first big announcement is Lewis Prince finally has stock available. This is the first time that he's told me that I can promote his knives. Lewis is a really good friend of mine, and probably, you know, he might be tied. I don't know. I'd put him ahead of Cody at the moment for best throwing knife maker in the world at the moment. Highly recommend his stuff, and he has stock right now. It'll go fast, so if you've ever been interested in buying a Prince Steel knife, I would buy it right meow. Right meow. And if you're watching and you're not familiar, this is the kind of quality shit you're gonna get. This one here is the Pirate. This one was gifted to me at Dangerfest this year. And I just got confirmation. I like this knife so much that I bought a set. And that is the first set of knives that I've bought myself in years, probably 4 years. I'm lucky and spoiled, and I get knives mostly for free. But liked it so much, had to buy a set. Really excited about getting them. I'm only gonna have a few days of practice, but we leave for Texas Thursday, going to the last scheduled throw of the year that I'm aware of for the knife and tomahawk throwing community. It's called Boobs, Blades Out or Bust sporting event, hosted by Goldilocks, Jessica Gold McLean. This is another set. This is the Aries by Prince Steel Knives. These are a no-spin instinctive knife set. Just really, really high quality stuff. So if you're interested in buying some of that shit, get on it. Then, how many people we got watching?
131.
Okay.
Don't you?
All right. Will you apply that while I'm...
Yeah.
Okay, so the other big news, and I've been teasing this for a while, but we are finally done with all of the stock and inventory. Everything is back on the Delta to Alpha website. Very excited about that. We have A lot of choices that you can get, mainly right there.
Okay.
I'm really excited about that. The bow shuriken selection is amazing. If you're into ninjutsu stuff or any of the martial arts throwing, I highly suggest checking out our inventory. There's some really cool stuff in there. There's stuff in there that I didn't even know that we had. Just really cool stuff. Specifically, this is one that jumped out to me. This is called the Excalibur or something. Excalibur, hold on, let me see, it's right here. Excalibur Shuriken, duh. But the coolest thing about this one, and hopefully you can see that, has a fuller on all 4 sides. This is something very different, non-traditional, but traditional as well. And this is a lot of fun to throw. This one is slightly tip heavy, which I am not a fan of, but damn, it's almost dead center if you account for the tip. You know, you got to kind of think about, there's a lot of weight missing there. This is really rad. Not only does your finger have a groove to go into, but so does your thumb. And depending on how you hold it, I've got contact top, bottom, and the side with my thumb. This really cool. It makes a cool whooshing sound when it goes through the air. Any sharp angle tends to make that sound, and I found that out yesterday when I was messing around with the Cold Steel holdout throwers. I am not going to be throwing those very much in this video. If someone asks me to, I will. But I'm trying to promote my own stuff, D2A stuff, and my buddy Prince Steel. What's up, dude?
You got a question?
Yeah.
From Alien 96. He said, is it easier to learn underhand ruddo or underhand no spin? Which one's easier?
That's a good question. Again, it comes down to how you learned, and everybody's different, but I would say underhand rotation for sure. But there's a lot of different ways of doing that as well. I mean, it took me, I've been throwing for 13 plus years now, and it took me just until this year to figure out underhand nose spin. But it's not something that I've tried a lot of either. But there's a lot of different ways of throwing rotationally. You know, regular rotational throw is overhand with the knife. You can scoot closer in if you can. Put the camera about there. Yeah, those legs suck. Okay, so regular grip. I'll just go ahead and grab all 5 here. Regular grip, throwing overhand. We could also throw sidearm, underhand. So underhand is, you can do it the same way as you do overhand with the handshake grip, hammer grip, pinch grip, however you want to do it. But this is your angle right there. But you can also just flip it like this, but you don't get the same follow through as you do overhand like that. So there, that's the underhand. I can't, you know, following through, you really want to follow through when you're throwing overhand, but if I follow through with my underhand, I don't get the same flick. So I need to stop my hand in order for the knife to have time to turn around. So that's one way of doing it. Then of course you can flip it over to the blade, overhand, underhand, the exact same thing. Whoop, try it again. Okay. I need to back up. It's hard to get the same flick or rotation when you're doing it underhand. It just changes everything. So if I back up a little bit, about a foot, that should give it time. Nope, still not. I'm gonna flick it a little bit more. All right, I need to back up. All right, anyway, fuck that. We'll move on to the way I know how to throw best, flat. Just like I throw underhand half spin, just like this. You can flip it over from the handle. Whoop. Got a little bit of water on them from the targets. Jesus fucking Christ. There we go. Anyway, what is harder? It's like asking what my favorite knife is. Everybody's got a different thing. Ugh, not great. All right, what was I doing?
We were talking about your knives.
Yeah. Lots of really cool stuff on Delta to Alpha. And the really cool thing about me having all this inventory here is if you have a question, like now, you know, I could pull something out of a box, show it to you, maybe give it a couple throws. There are some things that I have duplicates of that I don't mind beating up. So yeah, I'm just really excited about having everything back up on there because people ask me all the time for months and months and months when they can buy one of my knives, and right now I have them. I've got the 8.5 inches of danger in 3/8. I've got the 8.5 inches of danger in 1/4 inch, my favorite knife that I throw constantly. This is what you see in the majority of my videos right there. We've got Roto stuff, many different kinds of bow shuriken, fast dashies, apexes. We got nomads, we got fangs, Kazers, Tengu Kundaki, Delta darts. It's insane how much stuff we have here. I bet I was kind of thinking in my mind how many knives I currently have at my house. I'm guessing around 900 knives I have. 300 to 350 of those are mine personal knives, but it's pretty cool to have all this stuff here.
How many push-ups can you do?
Just one. Just one. And I'm not talking about regular push-ups, I'm talking about cock push-ups. I can do one with my dick. That's all you need though. That's all you really need.
Hey,
Just the one.
babe, there's
What?
a new gentleman that's new to your channel tonight, Nanochi. He asked, what's the best throwing knife for beginners?
Okay, I get asked this quite often. It really depends on what kind of throwing you want to do, but the answer that I give all the time, and it's not even my own knives or anything, you know, beginners don't want to spend $300 on a set of knives, custom throwing knives. If you do, they're going to last you a lifetime, but you have no way of trying it out or anything. So I always refer everybody to Amazon. Amazon has an amazing collection, or amazing selection of throwing knives. The top two that I always tell people to get for rotational throwing is Cold Steel Pro Flight, the 14-inch one. There's 12-inch and 14. That's personal preference, but 14 inches is better for competing. If you're just in the backyard throwing, 12-inch is fine. The Boker Zeal 2, designed by John Bailey. Really good set of knives. You can get a set of 3 of those for, I think, $80. They come with a leather sheath. Those are nice. Condor Dismissal is also a very good option. And then you get into instinctive stuff. Tactical Edge Dojo, number 1. JXE, JXO, number 2. Throw Club, number 3. And then there's Weissing. Don't really like that stuff. And then there's, you know, the really expensive Ace Jet stuff. I don't recommend the Ace Jet stuff. If you're going to spend that kind of money, there's better options. But yeah. Ooh. Just some solid thunks. Hopefully that sound's coming through on the camera. All right, let's do some sidearm.
They said loud and clear, brother, that they can hear it.
Loud and clear, brother. Ooh, let's do, got a candle burning over here. Okay. My nose spin has been really dialed. So last time I did a lighter, I was having problems hitting it nose spin. I have a good feeling about this. Am I in the shot?
Oh.
Hey, felt really good.
I had a really good feeling about it, but I am too good. I'm too good. So that comes down to placement. And also, when I hit it, all of the pressure and the gas went. That should have gone off. It didn't even blow out the candle. I don't know what's going on. But let's try it again. 2 for 2. If you're not subscribed, you got to. Ooh, a little high. Ooh. Pretty stoked on the first throw nose spin. That was a good one.
Oh!
Yeah, that's cool.
That was sweet.
Man, I wish you had a close-up of that. That's pretty rad.
That one was sweet.
Oh,
Oh.
oh, oh, it
Oh.
petered out.
It,
Somebody clip that. Maybe one day I'll have devoted fans that know what they're doing. Yeah. All right, that was pretty good. That was quick. Damn. Okay. I really didn't have any topics other than just telling you guys all about, you know, Louis Prince selling his stuff now and then D2A selling stuff. And if you do order anything, message me, fulltankclan@gmail.com. I think I have a discount code that's still valid. I can get you 10% off of your purchase. I'll have to double check that. I think it's fulltankclan10, but you have to put it into the discount thing a certain. I think it has to be spelled right, like capital letters. I don't even know.
Nanochi, the new gentleman to your channel tonight, asked, what's a throwing knife that he can hide from his wife?
One that goes in your pants.
I mean, yeah. I mean, this one you can hide. This one's a small one you can hide. I wouldn't say it's a throwing knife. Oh, but everybody always asks me to throw this bad boy. Look what I got. I got 2 now. So one is going to be a thrower for videos. Pretty excited about that. I've had this so long, I forgot what new G10 feels like. It still has grip, but new G10, it's got a nice, I don't know, it's hard to explain, but yeah. And I mean, if you got to hide stuff from your wife, dude, you got the wrong wife. Oh. Unfortunately, still no word back from Adam Cheladine. I guess he doesn't want to compete. Darn it. Shucks. Ooh. Smells like marijuana in here.
I wouldn't know why, but
Ah, it must be incense.
yeah. It's my guess.
Okay, let's do.
Yeah.
Okay, we did. Okay, let's do
you
different
do it again
walkbacks.
tonight.
We'll start with nose spin. About every meter. Oh, bad throw. Oh, I need that CBD cream to kick in, dude.
Douglas, if you email him at his fulltangclan@gmail and let him know what size shirt, and then
Yes, I do have shirts
some
available.
still in stock. So
Yes, Lex, I got you. Yes, Douglas, I got you. We'll be sending that stuff out pretty quick.
yeah, he said his is where it's becoming his favorite shirt. And he
Oh, that's
wants
Douglas.
some more.
Yeah,
That's,
I got you, dude.
That's Dark Horse. That's looking for more.
Okay, sidearm. Okay, up close, I can't do an instinctive one because I can't snap my arm that much, so I'm just going to do a regular. And actually, I can do that pretty far back. If you hold the knife loose, this is a regular handshake grip right here. Instead of using your finger like normal, you can use the inside pad of your finger. If you hold it loose and follow through a lot, you can still do instinctive throwing that way. As a matter, I don't think you'll find anybody else on the internet doing that. I kind of forgot that I could do it until just then. Because normally, when you do instinctive throwing, to cancel rotation, just like no spin, use your finger. So it's the same thing with half spin, but you get so good at canceling, it's hard to do it close. I end up underspinning, so I need to snap my wrist. That was still, there we go. What was I saying? Half spin, okay. Yeah, the further back you go, the easier it becomes, because you get to a point where it's just too easy to cancel the knife out. Ooh, got some stank on that one. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of different, there's so many different ways of doing things. Overhand, same thing. Now, ooh, that'd be cool. I've never tried to overhand this way. I don't know if I could, here, regular grip. Oh my gosh, I can. I don't think I could go back very far this way. That's crazy. Okay, I've reached my limit there. I'm gonna choke up to cheat a little. Okay, interesting. I just learned something new. That's pretty cool. It's very similar to military half spin. And just let me vent a little bit. Military half spin. It's not a technique, it's a grip. Military half spin is just another way of doing half spin, just like this. That's half spin. That's half spin. That's half spin. So why? This is just a grip. Oh, damn, I just hammered that one. It just sounds cool because it has the name military in it and people use it for videos all the time. It's just a grip. And then also, the other thing that bothers me, instinctive half spin. Oh my gosh, dude. Instinctive half spin. It's just half spin. We don't call it instinctive no spin. You know, instinctive throwing is a thing, but calling something instinctive or instinctive half spin is redundant. Yeah, it's just, I pay attention too much. Okay.
Hey, babe, I'm so sorry, real quick.
Yeah.
Delta to Alpha website,
Yep.
when is it going to be live?
It's live.
Oh, Michael, St. Vincent said he's looking, and nothing pops up as far as throwing
Ace
knives.
is a liar then.
Okay. So
I don't know. It's supposed to be live right now, dude.
we'll check with Ace, but I know we got all the inventory in this
He
week.
told me it was live yesterday.
Yeah, so to our knowledge, it was live, but we'll
Don't
shoot him
ask
a
me.
message.
I don't even go on the fucking site.
We'll shoot him a message and find out. Oh. Okay.
I looked at it. There was shit there for me.
I was going to say, Michael, Hannah just sent me her phone, and it's on Delta to Alpha under throwing knives and more.
Everything
She's going to drop the link in the
should
chat.
be there. I think, I looked last night. It was what I was looking for
Yeah.
was there, or the one knife I did. Yeah, is the Black Friday sale already up?
Yeah.
Damn, he do that today?
Yeah.
There's all my
so
knives
Michael,
right there.
Hannah is going to
Yeah, all
put
my
that
stuff's-
in the the link. The
B2A
chat.
throwers. Oh, he's right. Yep. Ace made me a liar. I don't know.
It's not all on, is what he's.
Text Ace right now, babe.
I am.
English Scotsman said, why throw underarm?
Well, he
instead of
sent us the
over?
link.
Because I can.
Wait, he did send us the link this morning.
Over would be better than under.
It just depends, dude.
This is
Why?
Tom.
What are you talking about? Like power? You want to talk about power throwing? Yes, overhand will always be better, but underhand is pretty sneaky, right? I can have a knife behind my hand, and that's pretty good power. I will always be more accurate overhand, though. Underhand is just really easy for me to do. It's not taxing on my elbow or shoulder whenever I hurt myself from throwing too much. I can always rely on good old underhand half spin. Look at this. Boom. I can throw from anywhere. Does not matter. There's just so many different ways of throwing, dude. I'm sorry if I had a little attitude.
Real quick, English.
I get a lot of dumb questions.
Scotsman asked, why
Not that yours was dumb. I mean, in general on the internet.
throw underarm instead of over? Would have thought. Oh, is that what you just did? I'm so sorry. So sorry.
All good.
Disregard. I'll go back to this.
Why throw backhand? Because I can. Yeah, backhand is not my strong suit by far. Then you throw sidearm. Yeah, exactly, man. There's just a lot of people. Thank you, by the way. Thank you. Thanks for watching. Thanks for commenting. I really appreciate it. There's just so many different ways of doing things, and that's kind of what I'm doing with these lives, is showing people that there's, some people get stuck on, oh, I'm a no spin thrower, or I'm a half spin thrower, or I'm a competition thrower, or whatever they have in their head. And there's just so many more different things that you can do. It's just nice to be versatile. Being great. What's the saying? Fear not the man that has practiced one kick 10,000 times, or fool me once, shame on me, whatever. My, how the tables turn tables.
Muhammad Ali. I don't fear
Sure.
I don't fear the man who practiced one kick 10,000
No, that's
times.
Bruce Lee.
Oh, Bruce Lee?
Muhammad Ali. Holy shit.
Someone asked, what's the difference between military half spin and traditional half spin? Just, right?
Okay, traditional is conventional. Conventional means strict distances, competitive. So regular half spin, regular one spin is like this. Move a little closer, will you, please? It's just easier to show a couple different examples. Each one of these, this tape here is 2 meters, this tape here is 3 meters, this tape here that he's at is 4 meters. So it's either 7 feet, 10 feet, 13 feet, give or take. So one rotation generally from the handle is 10 feet, give or take, right? So the exact same thing, flip it around from the blade, that's that. So if I was to use that same grip and same motion, if I'm going to back up just a foot, let me back up just a foot, the exact same thing, the knife is going to over rotate and slap handle up. That one got lucky because there's a shelf there. The bullseye's been bored out from, I'm just too damn good. It's a joke. See? Over rotate. But if I move forward 10, 12 inches, oh, I snapped my wrist. So conventional throwing is generally based on set distances. Everybody is slightly different. You may not throw exactly where I am, but these pieces of tape here are here for mental notes, and these are the minimum distances for competing, for competition. Again, half spin, one spin. I'm gonna crowd you a little bit, 1.5 rotations. Crowded. Well, let's pretend we stuck that. And then military or instinctive half spin is the knife. I'm gripping it by the blade, whether I do it this way, underhand, or this way, overhand. It's instinctive. I don't need to know where I'm at. I can do it here. And that is the coolest part of knife throwing. It takes a long time to get to that point, but it's like archery. I don't know if you guys are a fan of archery or not. That's something that I really want to get into soon since I have this property now. I haven't done it yet. But, you know, there are hunters who hunt with, what are those called? It's sights, but there's I can't think of the word. There's a rod or a prong that shows different distances. Well, there's also traditional archery has nothing. You are just looking and you're judging your distance based on experience and a feel. Instinctive throwing is a feel thing. And it takes a long time to get to that point where you can do it, you know, 95% of the time. It's just such a cool feeling. It's a high that I've been chasing ever since I started throwing.
To update everybody real quick, so I talked to Ace.
Okay.
It is live, but he thinks with everything it's going to take a couple days probably to merge through all the caches of everything and get live. So within the it is up, but just keep checking back for the next couple days and it'll all start popping through.
So it's up, but it's not.
Correct. But he said
Okay.
so everything should be, he didn't know it was going to glitch like that or he wouldn't know.
Well, maybe we have so many people going to the website, we crashed it. No, yeah, 5, 10 people definitely crashed the site.
But he did send me the picture, so I do see
Okay, well,
it's going live.
You got your mic on? All right, everybody heard
Yeah.
that? Okay. I apologize, everybody. I'm just the messenger.
It is up, so just keep checking back for a couple days, he said.
Okay.
96 internet nice and crisp.
Is it good? All right, cool. And, you know, I know that I have a shitty attitude sometimes, but there's only like a couple things that make me fucking mad. When I don't throw good and when the internet's not good. It's like going to buying a new fucking car that you paid a shitload of fucking money for, and they're like, oh no, it only works on certain days. Fuck you. Sorry. Like every brand new car that they sell now, it's a piece of shit. Everybody that I know that has bought a brand new car in the past 2 or 3 years has had to have it serviced almost immediately. Transmission goes out, emissions are bad, there's something wrong in the dash, the new electrical system, there's shit.
Douglas Dark Horse Kelly just sent a $9.99 gift.
Oh, thanks, man. I appreciate that. So thanks, dude. I appreciate that. It means a lot. So what do you want me to do? I am a monkey. Make me dance. You gave me $10. The last 15, 20 minutes, we always finish with a trick shot. And if you want to wait for your suggestion, I'll do the trick shot that you suggest. Or if you got a question, or if anybody else has a question, we are changing the format of the stream very soon. We're going to be teetering on monetization. I think that it's time I've been doing this, we've been doing this for 18 months now, 19 months, something like that, for free. I think it's about time.
Douglas Dark Horse Kelly said, I want you to always continue being yourself unapologetically always.
Fair enough.
I appreciate that, man.
Fair enough.
Yeah, it's all I know how to be. I can't fake it, dude. Hey, everybody, welcome to the stream. Ugh.
English Scotsman he chimed in on your new car, said, bought a brand new Jaguar SUV 2 months ago. It's already back because of all the electronics stopped working. Looks like they are giving me another one because they can't fix it.
Set it on fire, dude. Run it straight into the dealership. They're junk, dude.
Balance, play in your follow through when throwing.
Balance and follow through. Okay, that's a two-part question. I don't know if you realize that. Okay, balance in throwing knives. Okay, that's a topic we can talk about. Balance in throwing knives. The biggest myth in all of knife throwing, whenever I see people talking about knife throwing on the internet, because knife throwing is still kind of a newer thing, and that's why I'm kind of here to educate the public. Throwing knives are balanced. That's why they're good for throwing. No, it's the biggest myth of all time. Some knives are balanced well. This one here, for example, balanced very well. See those holes in the handle? A lot of people don't like holes in the handle, but those are there for a very specific reason. If all those holes were filled with steel, it would be very handle heavy. Now that wouldn't be a bad thing, but it would mean that it's better from the handle for no spin. Any knife that's handle heavy, that's why you see the arrows, stingers, the Vengeance, anything with a fat ass on it, the bulb is very good for no spin. But I have gravitated towards these because they are balanced in the middle and they're good for everything. For rotation, for no spin, for half spin. Those knives perform good at all things because it's balanced in the middle. Now, okay, here's one of my, this is the Danger Dashi XL. This is a 12-inch version. Now it has a big old bowl on the end. So it's, whenever you balance it on your finger, the shorter end is the heavier end. So this knife will spin differently than a knife that is balanced here. Also, length comes into play. So that knife spins there very well. Now, if I throw this same knife from the same distance, that didn't work. I stuck it on accident. Okay. Balance point comes into play a lot for how a knife performs. Every knife is different. Length and balance point come into play a lot. Most knives are slightly handle heavy or somewhere close to the middle. Very few knives are tip heavy. They perform very differently. Some people prefer it though. I dislike it. Now, follow through. Follow through is the most important thing in all of knife throwing, specifically when you are learning. Most important when you're doing rotational throwing. Now, if I stand here and I stand with my back straight and I throw with just my arm, it's going to over-rotate most of the time. Now, if I follow through, that's what I want. You want the knife to stick the same way every single time. Following through, an old timer, when I first started throwing, in order to have a nice follow through, a technique that you can practice is take a handful of change, put it in your pocket. After you let go of the knife, you want your hand to continue down and smack your hand. You want to hear that change in your pocket. Now, this may not be the angle of follow through for you. I tend to cross my body some, and I end up hitting the inside of my left thigh a lot.
Scott Gresley would like you to show your grip of the knife that you've got that you were just throwing.
The what?
If you could show your grip up close of what you were just throwing.
Yeah, grip.
Explain the rest. They just want to see your
grip.
grip.
So there's a lot of things that come into play when you throw knives. One of those is grip, stance, follow through. If you can master those three things, you're going to be very, very consistent. So there's many different ways of gripping the knife. I'll show you the worst one first. This is a pinch grip. Pinch grip, like you're pinching an old nipple. like that. There's not a whole lot of, you either pinch it with your fingertips or right there. But there's not a whole lot of control there. You see how it wants to spin in my hand? Now, to each his own. I've seen someone do extremely well this way. There's another thrower on YouTube, Sog Grunt. He throws a lot of knives, and he throws every single knife that he has, and he grips all of his knives just like this. And he does very, very well that way. To each his own, like I said. Then there's hammer grip. Hammer grip is literally, you're gripping it like a hammer to pound in nails. That's your hammer grip, right? Then hammer grip with your thumb on the spine. That is an easy way to slow rotation, and it slows rotation. So regular grip, there. If I put my thumb on the spine, I can back up 2 or 3 feet. Well, usually. Okay, I can back up even further because it's really sliding out of my hand. I backed up about 4 feet just by doing that. Then I think this is the most popular grip, and the one that I use all the time is the handshake grip. Alicia, come over here real quick. Okay, I'm gonna shake your hand. I'm gonna take my hand away, leave your hand there. Okay? Mm-hmm. Bam. Wrap your hand around. We show them your grip real quick. Well, you went into a hammer grip.
Okay, well.
Hammer grip is this. Handshake grip is slightly relaxed at a little bit of an angle. So
this
hammer.
is how I hold mine up. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
handshake grip.
Yeah.
So hammer, handshake. It's just basically at a little bit of an angle. Now, to go even further, I use that as a pivot point, so I'm kind of pinching at the top, which I said not to do, but I'm also using my fingers in tandem. So I can get extra spin by using my bottom fingers to give it a little extra flick. Oh, another thing about grip. This is really important to know. The tighter you hold your knife, the quicker it's going to spin. The looser you hold your knife, the slower it's going to come out of your hand. And you can use that to your advantage later on, specifically for no spin. I think this is really helpful. If I'm holding onto it real tight, overspun a little bit. Hold on to it. You want a firm grip, but loose. My hand is firm, it's tight, but I can still pull the knife out of my hand. Easy. Ooh. All right, what time is it?
6:42.
Ooh, 6:42. It's motherfucking trick shot time. Every first Thursday of every month, we do a giveaway. Make sure to stop by on those. You could have a chance to win a $100 custom throwing knife. Douglas, I'll get yours out Monday. By the way, I think you said something about a Fast Ashy. I have the Fast Ashy, the Apex. I don't know if I have any anti-Bowies. You know, the anti-Bowie's been slept on, dude. I don't throw it that much. Yeah, here's one wrapped up. But let me show you an anti-Bowie.
While you're doing that, Eric McDonald asked, what's the best target to start with?
Good question. Anti-Bowie, I've slept on a lot. Fast Ashy, and then Apex is wrapped up. I think you guys are familiar with Apex. The best target to throw at? Well, any target you can get yourself into the sport. Any knife that you can get yourself into the sport. You can always get better shit later. But back in the day, I didn't have the hookup that I do now. I have a very good friend that hooks me up with cottonwood targets. Dude, I got the best targets you're ever gonna throw on. But I went through a lot of different things. Back in the day, my girlfriend and I'd be driving around, I'd see a tree cut up on the side of the road. I would pull my car over, take a throwing knife, go over there and jab it, and see if it was soft enough. Sometimes I would take oak. Oak is hard, but every tree is slightly different. And after a few thousand throws, any wood's gonna be better than it was. But The very first target that I ever made, and this is not going to last long for big real throwing knives, but if you're throwing like novelty knives or bow shuriken, like this will tear it up pretty good too. But small bow shuriken, traditional bow shuriken are smaller than this. This is what I made. I have a tutorial. If you type in the search bar on YouTube, Full Tang Clan, knife throwing target, or how to build a target or something like that, it should come up. But all this is plywood backer, 2-inch foam that you put on the outside of your house, and then multiple layers of cardboard. The more layers of cardboard, the better. And then after you stick it many times, you're gonna have a bunch of holes. You just wrap it in duct tape over and over and over, and this will last a long time. Actually made this the first few months of COVID, and I just have it around just for an example. And then all thread, just tighten it all up right there. Really fun to have for indoors, or if you have a really cool job like mine, you can take it to work and throw. Yeah. Okay, trick shot time. I don't gotta pee that bad. We'll go ahead and do the trick shot. Knife connection.
Oh. Yeah, he's on tonight. He said, good to see you.
I'm still trying to remember everybody's freaking names on YouTube. Okay, I'm feeling a little jazzy. Let's do 5 meter. Ooh, 5 meter no spin. Let's, 5 meter no spin. So I'm going to be standing about right here. And I'm going to need a little weight in the can. So we're going to use the old trusty can weight. The can weight is just literally anything that adds weight to the can. Dirt, sand, rocks, whatever. It helps. When you're far enough away from the target, you need a little extra help. Oop, to get it there. That was a bad toss. I think last week I did a 2.5 rotation, 6 meters. Pretty stoked on that one. It took me right around 20 tries or something like that. Oh, if you're watching, I did a review, an unboxing. I haven't done an ultimate review of these yet, but this is the new holdout thrower by Cold Steel. I am extremely impressed with these. They're slightly light. You may not like them, but this is more of a weapon. It's sharp, comes sharp, full primary flat grind. These are very, very cool. You get 2 of them for $50, $52, I believe. The sheath it's okay. Not something that, if I'm going to be carrying these, I'm going to have a custom Kydex or leather sheath. Really, all right, I got to show you. Let's just listen to this. Listen.
Oh,
You guys hear that?
that was that?
They're so cool.
Oh, wow.
That was unintended. I know it was unintended, but the sharp edges and the G10 make it very, very cool. I highly recommend these. They are what they are. I saw another guy do a review on these, and I don't know if they took his daughter out and got her pregnant or what, but he was very upset. Like, he does not like these. He thinks they're terrible, but it's all in your mindset. These are not,
They said do it again.
these are not custom throwing knives that are recreation. These are not going to last a lifetime or anything. It is what it is. I think these are the coolest thing that I've seen out of Cold Steel since I've started throwing. These are very, very cool.
Nice. James Mitchell said he didn't think
Dude.
throwing knives were sharp.
Well,
You can dull them, obviously, but
technically anything that's not sharp is not a knife.
Right.
But if you look up butter knife, it's in there. But no, there are throwing knives that come sharp. There are.
will you say what they are again? They didn't catch it.
What's that?
Will you say what they
This
are
is
again?
the Cold Steel Stickman holdout thrower. So they actually did something that I've had an idea of for years. One of my favorite folding knives is the Tylite. This is the 4-inch, the 6-inch I threw for years and years and years. Any folding knife you should not throw, but if you're going to throw a folding knife, it should be a cold steel. This knife is modeled off of their very popular hold out folder. It is literally this long. It's one of their largest folders, other than this guy here. But really, really cool. Yeah, yeah, they've been holding up so far. I've been, you can even throw them no spin, and they still make that noise. How cool is that? How fucking cool is that? Cold Steel, you're gonna owe me money, dude, because I'm gonna sell you a bunch of knives. Even though you guys don't like me, it's okay. Answer my fucking phone calls, assholes.
Trent just said, love the engagement and knowledge sharing you guys provide. It's awesome.
Yeah, man, you're very welcome. I thank you for saying that. I appreciate it. No one else is going to provide the information that I have because no one else has the information that I have. I've been doing this a very long time. This is all I do. This is my life. It may be sad to you. I don't know.
All right, what you do for your trick shot?
All right, 5 meter no spin with Punisher. You can get this off of the not Cold Steel, Prince Steel knives.
Yeah.
I don't know if he has any of these available, but Lewis does take orders. He has a freaking laser beam, dude. You can write anything you want on this. You put a big old wiener on there if that's your back, if that's your thing. Okay. Oh, first try, how cool would that be? Panty dropper. Damn. I'm gonna need some more of that CBD cream on my back.
You want me to put it on real quick?
No, it'll wait. It's just, I tweaked it. I've been throwing hard the past couple nights. Yeah. Excuse me, I'm old now. Got old saggy balls. I recorded a trick shot with the holdout throwers last night. Pretty sure I'm the first one in the world to do it, and I didn't want to post it today because I already posted 2 videos about them. But oh, by the way, I got a review. Check it out. I got a video of me throwing them for the first time. It's on the channel. Beautiful throw, absolutely perfect stick. Oh, by the way, these knives, one thing I don't like about these, there's almost no tip, dude. But yeah, there's a perfect example of a throwing knife. You just need a thin knife with a point on it. But the difference between throwing a custom throwing knife and then a knife like that that's sharp, or the tie light or whatever, the penetration is insanely different. Insane. I mean, since my bullseye is out, I can halfway put my fist in the middle there. I can hit the backboard now with the sharp knife. Okay. All right, I'm crossing my body too much. I gotta think about what I'm doing and try to throw over the top. It's much easier if you can get your can toss and your knife throw on the same plane. Oh.
Oh.
Ah! That was bad. That one should have stuck, but you gotta be aware of your wrist. Your wrist needs to be aligned with your forearm. So, and I also drug my thumb a little bit and caused it to fly that way. Terrible throw. Damn. String's bothering me. was close.
Very close.
It was touching. So the dude that invented can trick, what he calls it, wasn't even trying to necessarily pin the can when he came up with this. He was just trying to track targets. And if you can track targets that well, whether it's forward, left, and right, or whatever, you're doing pretty damn good. You know, think if you were doing this in a offensive or defensive situation, human beings are pretty big. We can. That was dumb. Oh, man. Oh. More beer. Does a trick. Come on. Ooh. It's pretty good. You learn a lot from your misses if you're paying attention. Ah! Touched it again. Damn. I saw Coolest Weatherman stuck 3 in a row on his live stream the other day.
Nice.
That was awesome, but I saw you. I saw you, dude. I saw what you were doing. I saw you. This awesome achievement, but I saw you. Oh, damn. I see everything. I got 4 eyes. Oh, dude. I'm getting closer. Oh, man, I hope I get it soon. Oh. I know I don't have to throw so hard, but also I do.
Thanks for subscribing, CB.
Ah! Also, liking the video if you're watching on your phone really helps us a lot. Like, comment, share. If you're not subscribed, consider doing that. Or not, whatever. Oh. But, you know, if I do stick this, you definitely got to at least like the friggin' video.
Thank you. Knife connection.
Ah! Oh, damn. Oh.
Are you sure you don't want me to put more on there?
Huh? No, I'm all right. Oh. Oh. Okay, I might. All right, I'm sorry. I gotta switch to underhand. Oh, I gotta switch to underhand. Oh, that hurts. See, underhand, doesn't really, unfortunately, it still hurts. I lied about it. Doesn't ever hurt my arm, but I tweaked my back, man. I hurt it bad last year at Dangerfest, carrying around giant log rounds that are, when they're fresh, they're heavy. Okay, underhand, half spin, same distance. Oh.
Well, it didn't help after that. You had a point to prove that Friday night as well last year on Fast Draw.
Yeah, I
so.
wouldn't let nobody beat me.
Right,
I don't care if I was walking out there in a wheelchair.
You almost
Well,
were.
not walking, but rolled out.
You were almost
Yeah. Damn. I always imagine when I'm doing these, especially on the lives, that everybody that hates me is watching. That's what I'm like, ooh, fuck you. I'm gonna stick it. Ah!
Is knife throwing lucrative?
Oh, dude, I'm balling out of control. What are you talking about? I got a 2005 Ford Ranger, got a 2016 Ford Escape, and a 2013. I got 3 fucking vehicles, dude. And a house built in 1918. No, it's not lucrative. What are you talking about? But with social media, I do make some money here and there. So if you want to help me, at least like the video. But we're working on it. Like, that's why I'm doing these lives, and that's why I go, just the social media thing. No, it's not lucrative. There is no money in it unless you do I don't even want to talk shit. Well, let's not talk about it then. Social media. I'm trying to make this my job. I've been doing this a very long time. I love it. I'm trying to promote the sport.
No, you should
Maybe
always
we'll get
become
there
a knife
eventually.
thrower.
No, we're not there. We're like, I always look at everything like BMX and skateboarding. Knife throwing is kind of like the early 90s of BMX and skateboarding. About 10 years off of the X Games, and then another 10 years off of the Olympics. Oh, but we need, in order for the sport to grow, we need industry. There is zero industry. Yes, there are throwing knife makers that sell knives. Yes, there are places, facilities that you can go and throw. Very few allow knives, but there's no industry. There's nothing supporting anything. Like, until we have industry, until we can get other people involved and interested in the sport, and the only thing that does that is money, we are not going to grow. So until we figure out how to build the industry.
Oh, damn it.
We are not going to get to the point where we can, damn, dude.
Yeah.
Yo, the only reason that did not stick
Right, I do.
is because I literally hit this part, and the can weight all in one shot.
Oh,
so there's a piece of steel in there
Yeah,
that did not allow me to pin it. Damn, all right, we gotta keep going. But yeah, hopefully that answers your question.
Oh.
Okay, all right, let's go.
We'll try a little bit. We've created Danger Fest, Fortune Bay.
All right, this
We
will
have
take
an
me a
annual
minute.
knife throw every year, every September. Those that are on that went or have been coming for the last 11 years can tell you it's a pretty fun throw.
Ooh, that was a rare one. Actually, it happened twice last night. Yeah, I wish I could do these on command, but they are not easy. Knife throwing is very, very difficult. It's the hardest of all the
I'm so
accuracy
excited.
sports.
I was wondering actually if that was you. We will be there Thursday.
Oh my gosh.
Probably around 2-ish. We're getting to Houston a little before noon, so.
It's close. I got out my card launcher, and right before we did the video, and I had it out and I was launching it, and I forgot I had this there. So every time my card launched, I hit that, and I didn't have my screw gun handy. But next week, oh shit! Wait, next week.
It is next week. We're going to be
Big
in
announcement, I
Texas.
forgot.
Yeah.
We are going to be throwing live from a castle outside of Austin, Texas next Thursday.
Yeah.
So it's going, if you're going to tune into one, tune into that. It's live at a real castle. We're not talking like, a little castle. It's a legit castle. It's got like an 80-foot tower. It's huge, dude. It's huge. It's badass. Really excited about doing that. So next Thursday, hopefully 6 p.m. Texas time, Eastern. I don't know. I'll have to figure that out. But I'll put a post up, let you guys know. But the guy that owns the place says we can use the Wi-Fi. So hopefully it works better than mine. Damn, dude.
Well, John maybe have his one
Starlink.
with him because they're driving.
Yeah. Hey, Mom.
Oh, hey, Mom. Yeah.
Almost finished, Mom.
Yeah, they're driving, so. All right, Bubba.
Oh. My mom came over to practice. I gotta hurry up.
Yeah, I saw Lex. It's like I heard it was like kind of in between Austin and
Dude.
Houston. Looks like an hour and 20 drive from the airport from Houston.
I can't remember the name of the castle.
It was just Newman's Castle.
Newman's?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like hand built. Like a dude spent, I don't know how many years building it. It's cool. It looks like something from Europe. Here's a fun fact. You know that the country Sudan has more pyramids than Egypt does? Did you know that the most castles in the world reside in Germany?
Deb said hi. Deb said hi. She
up,
said
Deb?
hi, Deb. She can't wait to see you next week.
Damn.
Yeah, it's located in Belleville, Texas.
Belleville?
Yeah, Newman's Castle in Belleville.
Ah!
It's badass.
Dude. I hate when they do that. That was a great can toss. The knife throw was perfectly timed. It just overspun
Hi, John Brown.
slightly. I don't know why I went with 5 meters. I was really confident earlier.
Ooh, Baycraft him.
Hopefully nobody's keeping count. This sucks.
Well, no, we're not, but
Good.
that we're not.
Shit.
We're in San Antonio. Actually, our Brandon's brother is working just outside of San Antonio right now.
I'm sorry. I'm going to make it easier again, I think.
And
Maybe.
his best friend that created the instinctive courses down there.
Nope, never mind. Going back to underhand. Oh, that sucked.
Yep, danger light. Oh, shit! Okay. Yeah, he's actually going to be at the competition. Danger light's coming.
Dude.
They're on fire right now.
I'm not.
Well, at this moment, you happen to be in a lot of pain trying to do the straight shot.
Well,
Well,
sounds better.
I know, but 95% of people would not even attempt to do what you're doing. It's back again. Yeah. No,
Come
we are
on.
not staying at the castle. We are actually staying at Airbnb.
I was hoping we could stay at the castle. I was like picturing us all like in tents on the outside of the wall or something.
Yeah, I mean, we can stay, but we don't, since we're
Airbnb is
flying.
cool. I'm cool with that.
Right, right.
I'm 45, not 13. Is there a moat? Does the picture have a moat? No. Lame. Lame. Oh, should we grab me a beer?
Yes, I will.
Oh man, I apologize everybody watching, especially first timers. I swear I'm usually pretty good at this. Fucking terrible. Oh man, get you guys a girlfriend like this.
There you go, babe.
Thank you.
I might as well leave that in case you need it. All right. What did he say? All right. Well, I
Okay.
I have to go inside for a minute, so.
Ah! Yeah. Woosah, woosah. Damn, that looked good too. He's like, let this off here, I'll show you. I'll show you.
That's what her tail said.
Is that foot off the bottom of that, Tiberius?
Yes.
Man, those things come off easy. Is that off of that one? Oh, that's
That's this.
Oh. You guys can take off if you need to. I know it gets boring watching me do the same shit over and over.
That's not what I remember to say.
I mean, I wouldn't watch it.
Oh, that was close.
The other thing about doing trick shots, some knife throwers that are too good. Oh, I don't do trick shots. Oh, I'm too good for trick shots. Well, the one thing that they're missing out on, I think I've missed 2 knives. That was probably my second knife that I haven't stuck. You are so fixated and focused on pinning your can that your muscle memory takes over. And it's just a really cool byproduct of doing trick shots. Every time you throw a knife, it's practice. Every single time. And the more you throw, the better you are.
Oh. CBZ's way to do it here. Yeah. Yes! There we go, baby.
Ah!
You got it, baby.
Dude, don't show a close up. Don't show it. Fuck, dude.
Did it not stick? It's balanced.
We're gonna count, dude. Nobody knows, but you guys are watching. I'll show you. I'll show you. It tore through. Oh, no, I got it. I got it. Okay, but it still tore through. All right, we're counting it. We're counting it. For my sanity, please tap your screen. I pinned it. I thought, when I looked under there, I thought it was just laying on top. I was like, oh man, we got the luckiest thing of all time. But yeah. Thanks everybody for watching. Thank you, Tiberius, my cameraman,
God.
producer.
Not at
When's
all.
that video coming out, dude?
Almost. I was working on it today.
All right, cool. He took a lot of cool footage at Danger Fest. We're excited to see that. I still
Awesome.
got footage I haven't done either.
Also, I stand corrected. It appears they said that there is a moat at the castle in
Yes!
the pictures. So
Yes.
stand corrected.
Thanks, Alicia, for always doing the moderating and dealing with all the haters and trolls and people that suck at life. And we'll see you guys next week
At the castle.
At the castle.
Throw every day.